Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be doing a ranking video for the brand new Birds of Prey Funko Pops for 2020. Now there have been 11 Pops that were revealed, and it's kind of odd that Funko is revealing these so late because I've actually seen that they're already in like Hot Topic stores, so it's a little bit odd, but I still wanted to make a video ranking them here for all of you in case you were unaware that they were released. So if you like any of these, be sure to go check your local Hot Topics because they seem to be getting them in, at least around where I am, so hopefully you'll be able to find these in stores, but I think they're really fantastic. And as normal in my ranking videos, I'm going to give each pop a ranking and a score out of 5, and then at the end of the video I will give it a total score out of 55, which will then convert over to a percent mark. And of course I'll also share my want list for the wave as well, just letting you know which pops I plan on picking up. And be sure to let me know your thoughts on my ranking as well, and be sure to leave your own rankings down below as well. And remember, all of this video is my own personal opinion, so if you don't agree with something, don't worry, it's nothing that I'm saying that's objective or anything, it's just my own personal opinion here. But let me know your thoughts down below, and let's get straight into it here with number 11. Alright, at number 11 here we have Roman Sionis in a white suit, and this is Ewan McGregor's character in the film, Black Mask of course, and I think that this is a fairly alright outfit here. I think it's more of a simple pop, I don't think it's anything that spectacular. This one does have a chase version, which I will go over in the ranking as well, that'll be in a separate spot, but for this one I just feel like it's very bland. It's a plain white suit with the black like gloves and like some black shirt underneath it, which seems to have like roses on it, it kind of looks like, but it's just very simple and bland. Maybe once I actually see the film, then I'll know more about the character, and then maybe I'll have more of an appreciation for the pop, but to me it just seems a little simple here. So for this one I'm going to be giving it a 2 out of 5, and now let's move on to number 10. Okay, now at number 10 here we have Roman Sionis in a different suit. Now this one is the chase version that I had mentioned earlier, and I think this one, it has the same issue here. It's just a very plain pop. This one I did put ahead of the other because I feel like the suit at least has some more intricate details going on, and I like how they did change the undershirt as well. I thought that that was nice, just to add some more detail there, so it's like a complete change on that. The only similar or same thing is the head, and then also the glove that he has on as well, but it's just a very simple pop. I think I would have preferred if maybe we got an actual Black Mask design. I'm not sure if he'll actually wear a mask or anything like that in the film, so who knows, but I'm really hoping that he does because I would like to see a pop of Black Mask. But for now this one's fine, it's nothing horrible, and for this one I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5. Now let's move on to number 9. At number 9 we have Harley Quinn from the Black Mask Club, and of course that's hinting towards that we have Black Mask in the movie, and that's Ewan McGregor, so it seems like he probably will wind up donning the mask in the film. But for this pop specifically here, I do like this Harley pop. I really love like the eyeshadow around her eyes, the pink, that looks really great, but I don't know what it is about this one. I just really don't love the design of it, and I'm a big fan of Harley Quinn, especially her Funko Pop designs, but for this one, it's just nothing spectacular to me. I do think the outfit looks pretty cool, but her expression, like I get it, she probably just looks uninterested in like the party or in the club, so I don't know, it just seems like it's a very like simplified Harley. Like I like Harley when she looks crazy, so this one's just a more tamed down version of her, so that's why it's lower on the list. And for this one I'm going to be giving it a 2.5 out of 5, and now let's move on to number 8. Alright, at number 8 here we have Huntress, who is a character who I'm not super familiar with. I do know what her design looks like in the actual comics, and this is a bit of a departure from that, but of course making it look more realistic and grounded for the real world. But for this one, it's a bit plain. I like the black look because it is kind of stealthy, but like it just seems very simple and plain, so I do not love the design, but I do like the little like crossbow that she's holding. I think that that's a pretty cool weapon, and I think that like, I don't even know what you would call it, but basically like the, I don't want to say eyeshadow, but like the eyebrow shadow stuff on around her eye, I think that that looks kind of cool there. I do like the design of that. Her hair looks nice, kind of coming out of her hood right there. So overall, it's a fine looking pop, and for this one, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 7. Okay, and number 7 here we have Incognito Harley Quinn. This one is going to be a Funko Specialty Series exclusive, and this one is pretty cool because I do like how we are getting Harley with some sunglasses on there, looking all incognito, of course. I really love how she's opening up her like trench coat there, and she's got a bunch of like weapons in there, which is kind of cool. It's like she's a dealer here, so I think that that's kind of a unique look for her. I don't even know what you would call it, but like the pink like sort of fabric kind of going around her head. I think that that looks cool. I love the hat as well. It kind of reminds me of like a fedora almost, but I think that she just has a pretty cool design here. Definitely a unique take on Harley here. So for this one, I'm going to be giving it a 3 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 6. At number 6 here, we have Black Canary from the Booby Trap Battle, and this one is actually pretty accurate to the design of Black Canary in the actual movie. I feel like it was really well done here, but the main thing hurting this one is that I don't love Black Canary's new look in this movie. I just feel like it doesn't really like... Okay, like Huntress's look with the full black, I feel like maybe that could have been given more color, but I feel like Black Canary traditionally has that sort of more stealthy look to her, and I feel like in this version she has more of a bedazzled look here, but I still do like the pop, and I feel like she's probably going to be pretty good in the movie, so I feel like that will win me over, and that's the thing with judging the pops just on their appearance here. It's like judging a book on its cover. I'm not really, like, I haven't seen the film yet, so I don't have the attachment to the characters yet, but one thing I do like here is how she's holding the Good Night bat there from Harley. I think that that's kind of cool, and just overall, it's a fine looking pop. I really love the hair. I like kind of like the gradient going on there with the darker brown turning into like the lighter brown there. I think that looks really great. So overall, a pretty good pop here, and for this one, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5, and now let's move on to number 5. Alright, at number 5 here we have Harley Quinn and Beaver, and now this one is pretty unique here because of course she comes with a little beaver there, and that beaver looks, to be honest, quite terrifying. I think that it's so creepy how one of its eyes has like just come out of its socket there, and then you can see the other yellow eye just falling out. The teeth are yellow as well. I love the like ballerina dress kind of going on there. I think that that looks really fantastic on it. I feel like it's just a really wacky design there, and that's what I like to see from these Harley pops, and you can even see on her shirt it's saying Harley on there, Harley Quinn. I think that's kind of cool. Her little like skirt there looks nice. She always has really great outfits in these. That's one thing I can't fault some of the earlier ones for, like from this ranking here, but it's just mainly my own personal preference here. I really love how they did her hair there. I love how they keep doing Harley with the bit of blue and red on the bottoms of like her ponytails and hair. I feel like that's really great. It adds a nice pop of color to her head sculpt, and I love the little like heart tattoo or whatever on her cheek. I think that looks great. So just overall a really well done pop here. So for this one I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5, and now let's move on to number 4. Okay, at number 4 here, we have the Broken Heart Harley Quinn, and this one is the Box Lunch exclusive. Now, for this one, I'm actually quite disappointed that it's Box Lunch exclusive because I don't live in the US, so I'm not able to get to a Box Lunch, so unfortunately, I probably won't be able to get this one, but I think it looks pretty fantastic here. I love the design of the little, like, onesie that she's in. I think it looks really cute, and I love how it has hearts on there, and almost... if you like with the zipper there where it's going through the hearts, it can make a broken heart. So I think that's kind of cool there. I love how she's holding ice cream and a spoon. I think that's fantastic because of course when you're crying and everything, you're going to be eating some good ice cream there. Even when I'm not crying, I'm eating ice cream. But no, I love how she also has tears coming down from her eyes. There's just a lot of detail that goes into this one. And of course, the main thing here you're probably waiting for me to talk about is the hyena. I think that that's really fantastic how they incorporated the hyena here, and I love how it's more of a pet size here. It's like a companion piece for the pop instead of being its own pop, and then that totally makes the scale like to the actual pops like look really weird. So for this one, I think they really nailed it here. I love how he has a leg in his mouth. I think that's just horrifying there. I feel like it's really funny because the hyena still looks fairly happy there. So I really do love that. I mean, I assume she had a broken heart and she just made her hyena eat the person. So I think that's pretty unique there. So a well done pop here. And now let's move on to number 3. At number 3 here, we have Harley Quinn in her roller derby attire, and I think this one's really great because it kind of changes up how her hair is done here because you have, of course, the roller derby helmet on, and I think that makes it look really great, adding even more color to her head as well. And I love the little, like, almost like flame streak around her eye. I think that looks really great as well. I just really love this one. I think the outfit looks awesome also. I love the red and the yellow there, the star on her like wrists there, and her roller skates look amazing as well. So just a really well done pop here. I think that it's very unique, kind of separating itself from the other ones with this unique take on Harley, putting her in a pretty cool situation here. So I'm really excited to see what this is in the film. But for the pop here, just design alone, I think it's really well done. So for this one, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 2. Alright, at number 2 here we have Harley Quinn with her caution tape jacket, and I think this one is pretty funny. I think that it's great how she's wearing some caution tape there. I feel like that's definitely something Harley would do, is just take some caution tape from like a crime scene and then just make it into an outfit. I feel like that's really creative there. You can even see like some tattoos on her legs as well, which will be really cool to see in person because you'll get to look at it in more detail. Once again, that head sculpt looks really great as well. I feel like that was very well done, and just overall it's a great looking pop here. It kind of looks like Harley's ready to party here, and I really like that look for her, and that definitely really captures her sort of energy here. So just a really well done pop here, and for this one I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 1. Okay, at number 1 here we have Harley Quinn from the Booby Trap Battle, and this one is a Hot Topic exclusive, and I love this one. I think it's fantastic. I really like the yellow overalls here. I think they add a ton of color. She's holding like an iconic mallet there. Of course, you always see Harley with some sort of mallet, and I think that's great that she's holding one here. And I love how they added the little bit of blood on her face. I think that just adds so much. I don't know what it is. It sounds kind of weird, but like I love it when there's like blood on a pop's face. I don't know, it just adds more detail there, because most of the time, sure, the hair might have a lot of detail, but I feel like the face is sometimes missing some detail, and I think that adds a little bit to it. And you can also see, I don't know if it's eyeshadow or just like it's something around her eyes to add more shading to it. I think that it just looks really great. It adds like kind of more expression into her look there. So just overall, it's a really well done pop here and a great exclusive. I'm really excited for this one. Actually, the day of recording this, it's January 1st, and this pop's released now. All of the Birds of Prey pops, at least for the most part, have released now. So be sure to pick up this one. I think it looks fantastic, and I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. And now let's move on to my want list for the wave. Now we're at the part of the video where I give you my want list for the wave, and for this wave there are 3 pops that I really want to pick up from it, and the first one is the Harley Quinn in roller derby attire. I think that this one is just a really unique take on the character's design here. I think it's great because it kind of changes up her hairstyle. I love her outfit as well. It's very colorful and has a cool design to it, so just overall a great pop there. And then for the next one in my want list we have the Harley Quinn with caution tape jacket, and I think this one's just really wacky. It really captures Harley Quinn's personality, how you would just really think that she would probably show up at a crime scene, take all of that caution tape and make it into an outfit. So once again, a really great one there. And then the next one and the final one for my want list is the Harley Quinn from the Booby Trap battle, and this one is the Hot Topic exclusive, so I really hope I'm able to get this one. I know that it came out the day of filming this, so I'm really hoping that it sticks around or maybe gets a restock, because I would love to pick this one up. I think it's fantastic, really well done there, has a great design and a really good amount of detail on it. So overall, a really great line of pops here, and now let's move on to my final verdict for the wave. Okay, so in conclusion, this wave out of a score of 55 managed to score 40, and that converts over to 73%. So I feel like that's a pretty good score here. There are, of course, a few pops in this wave that are kind of bogging it down, like Roman Siones, Huntress, the Incognito Harley, and the Harley Quinn from the Black Mask Club as well are ones that I don't absolutely love the designs of. And then Black Canary, I feel like I could really end up liking her character quite a bit, so I feel like that pop in the future might go up in this ranking, but for now it bogs it down a bit. But for the main Harley designs, I feel like they were all really well done. A fantastic wave of new Harley Quinn pops, and I feel like this is going to just send collectors of Harley Quinn just crazy. They're just going to want to collect them all, and I feel the same way here. There are some of these that I just need to have, like my number 1, at least my top like 5 there. Those Harleys I definitely want to be able to maybe try to get. Some of them, like the Broken Hearted Harley, I didn't put on my want list because I feel like that one might be difficult to get because I don't have access to a box lunch. But for now, that's it for the video here. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to let me know your rankings in the comment section down below, be sure to let me know that. And let me know your comments on my ranking as well. Maybe you disagree with some of my choices here of where I placed some of the pops, so be sure to let me know all of that down below. I'm really happy to have a discussion with some of you, so thank you so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy as well, be sure to leave it a like and also subscribe if you want to see more ranking videos. I really appreciate any support you can give to the channel. But for now, I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.